My name is Drew Lindgren. I'm the owner of Northwoods Mobile Detailing. I've been in the detailing game since late May, early June of 2024. I should get the correct date on, to be honest. But my goal of this video and this video series is to track my progress from here. We're in Wednesday, July 30th. We're going to track this to the end of October. I'm in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. So the end of October is kind of when we have to stop the mobile detailing setup before it's too cold. Issues arise with water. We could damage a customer's vehicle, damage our own equipment. So these next approximately 90 days, I'm looking to track my journey. Um, my goal here is right now it's July 30th. We have July 31st as well. We're on track to hit $27,000 in revenue. My goal here is I want one $50,000 month in revenue before the end of the mobile season. So I'm going to go by day. I'm going to record here every day. We're going to talk about the pros, excuse me, not the pros, but we're going to talk about the good and the bad from the day, what exactly happened, and how I'm building from 27 to 50K in revenue in such a short period of time. A little backstory on my business. We started we stopped for the winter. We didn't have a garage. We didn't have a shop set up. Now we do. We have a residential garage. That's where we're going to do work out of. We're going to detail, do window tinting throughout the winter. But last year, that was not the case. Last winter, we didn't operate at all. We restarted in April. That's when I first started hiring a few employees. April, we hit 11K in revenue. May, we hit 17 in revenue. We took a little step back in June here. We hit 14,000. That was when I took a step back. I had to dial in some systems. I did not have much organization. Systems were not in place. And then now in July is when we're hitting 27,000 after refining some systems, learning how to manage people better. I was very poor at managing and training my team. I did not set them up for success. Learning how to do that better. And I still have a long ways to go, but it's helped a lot so far. And yeah, so I am looking to get on track to a $50,000 month. I think it's very attainable. The mobile detailing business, it's been my first real physical service-based business that I've put my heart and soul into, and it's treated me right so far. I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful for Jesus for the way that He's directed our business, and yeah, I'm looking forward to growing. I'm very excited. I would say for today, the biggest takeaways were we signed on to a new agency. We officially signed on. We took a free trial with Rocket Detail AI. What they do is they bring in meta leads, and then they use an AI system to keep the meta leads warm through chat messages. It's my goal, and starting September 1st, we'll have a virtual assistant. But for July 30th until September 1st, it's my goal to interact with the leads, close the leads, get their phone number, get them in the books. One of the biggest things I've struggled with in July is we've had enough leads, but how far should we book out? What am I trying to say here? The booking, right? Sometimes we're booked out for a week. What that tells me is that we need another unit. We need another unit if we're booked out for a week, because while you do have some comfort, nobody likes to wait longer than a week. And a lot of people don't even like waiting a week. They want to detail within the next 3 days. That's most people. Unless they're your like OG customers, they don't really care, right? They'll say, oh, I'll wait. I'll even wait a month. But for all your new oncoming clients, they don't want to wait longer than a week. Even that's really pushing it. When you wait longer than a week, when you wait longer than 3 days, in my opinion, you're risking cancellations. You're risking, change in services, doubtfulness. When someone is really bought into your ad, when someone's really bought into your business, you want to serve them as soon as possible. Saying that, I had to we are putting together a third unit. So that third unit is looking to launch here. I believe we're looking to launch, let me say, August 3rd. August 3rd, we're going to launch our third unit. So right now we have a drop-off service and we have one mobile unit. We're now going to have our drop-off service and two mobile units. I can see the challenges that could come with that. First, I really need to lock in my one mobile unit. our mobile unit guy, he's awesome. He does really good work, but there's just a few things we need to touch up to make sure he's fully set, so I can give a little more of my attention to the second unit. Yeah, so that's the biggest thing is if you want to have a $50,000 month, it's really unlikely you're going to do it with 2 units. You can if you are doing only high ticket jobs. Now, what we found that I haven't been able to pull as many high ticket jobs as I want to. We're doing about 2 ceramic coatings a week, more or less. I mean, some weeks it's 3 and 4, some weeks it's 1 or none. So we're doing on average around 2 ceramic coating jobs a week. Each of those are priced in the ballpark. Absolute lowest would be 600, but most of them you're looking on average around $1,000 for a ceramic coating. So the ceramic coatings are good, but we need a third unit. Really, we're pushing general details. We're pushing lower ticket, anywhere in the 200 to 300 range. I think that third unit is really going to only do those types of jobs, pulled from Meta. Rocket Detail AI has done a really, really good job of getting us those general details. I believe we spent $100 on ad spend, and we pulled in 8 jobs. So, $12 a job is extreme return on ad spend. Each job is between $200 and $250. You're looking at 15 times ad spend. That's pretty ridiculous. That's awesome. So I'm super satisfied with that. Now that I know we can get the leads, there's no excuse not to hit 50K. We hit 27K with very minimal help through Meta, and mostly organic, mostly Google My Business, and then 20,000 I would say from organic, and then the rest from Google Ads. Google Ads are awesome. They've worked good for us, but the issue with organic is that in organic you can only get so much, as many Google searches as there are. That's what you can give, right? If you're not on the attack, there's only so much defense you can play. We found that we're getting about, so far it's in the learning phase, our Google Ads, but around $30 a lead. We're closing 75 to 80% of them, so it's not bad. It's still a good return on ad spend, and actually the people on Google spend more than the people on Facebook for us so far. So while maybe the ROAS won't be as good as if it was on Facebook, it's still a really good ROAS, return on ad spend. And so I'm really satisfied with that. Yeah, man, there's a lot going through my head right now, as you guys can tell. I'm just kind of rambling. So but we're really working on that third unit. That third unit is going to get us to a 50K month, and it's only getting closer to winter. So that means we're going to really have to hit it hard. We kind of, to be honest, it's hard to say, or it sucks to say, we already passed probably the busiest months of the summer. So it's going to take a little extra firepower on ad spend, efficiencies, upsells, if we really do want to hit that 50K month. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this. So I would love if you were a detailer, if we could connect here. I'm going to have a Discord here. We're gonna have a Discord in my bio. In that Discord is just gonna be a detailing community. Hopefully through that Discord community, we can all share, a general chat. We can share our wins, jobs, questions, all that. I really want to build a community with you guys through this. And hopefully I can bring some value to you guys. Hopefully I can help you guys out with any questions. And I'm sure a lot of you guys I can relate to. I know there's a lot of detailers who are in that range of, 20 to 50,000. I think after you hit 50,000 above, that's when the business starts getting a little more legit. Things, it gets a little harder to grow from there. But, hitting 10K, that's always the first step. And then 10 to 25K, that's always the second step. And 25 to 30K is my journey right now. So yeah, this is my journey, you guys. I would love to see you all up in my Discord. And yeah, we will start posting this every single day. And hopefully we can build a community and we can relate to each other, talk to each other, be there for one another, and build a lot of strong connections here. So I'm very excited. Once again, my name is Drew, owner of Northwoods Mobile Detailing in the Twin Cities of Minnesota. So St. Paul, Minnesota is our headquarters. Yeah, and we will see you guys tomorrow.